Hey, welcome to this tap along. I cannot change. This is very, very common, and rather than talk about it and give you the logic about why you can change, rather let's just tap on it so that we can maybe shift you a little bit from being very doubtful to a tiny bit more hopeful that it could be possible for you. Right, so just immediately go to the beginning of the eyebrows, just start tapping right here. And let's start with where we're at. So just say, I cannot change. I'm convinced of it. On the eyes, I tried everything. And by the way, you don't have to repeat this. You might even have tried tapping and you didn't get great results. Okay? Not all ways of approaching tapping is the same. The application of tapping to social anxiety is very specific. Took me a long time to figure out how to do it. So I got you if that's the case, all right? So no worries. So what do you mean no worries? This is the repeating part again. Collarbone. I have lots of worries that this won't work for me. On the arms, because nothing ever works for me. I've tried so many things, and every time I tried something again that didn't work, my skepticism became stronger. Side eyes, and that makes all the sense in the world. Every time something didn't work again, my protective brain pointed out to me, see, nothing worked for you. Stop getting your hopes up. And it did that to protect me from the disappointment. Because it's really painful to get your hopes up, especially when you're having social anxiety. On the arms, because it's a very debilitating problem. And I'm dealing with it. Top of that, and I want to get rid of it so badly. But it doesn't seem like it's possible. I release all my emotional attachments to it's impossible for me to change. Unless it is possible for me to change. And what I have tried in the past wasn't the right fit for me. There are many ways that lead to Rome. This certainly is a different route. Man, I must be desperate that I'm doing this. But what if this is a far more effective route than the other ones? I'm open to that possibility. There's a lot of science backing up EFT tapping. And it's working for millions of people all over the world. It might just work for me. Yeah, right. Nothing works for me. And I refuse to believe that it's possible. I don't want to change. I refuse to get my hopes up. I release all my resistances and aversions to believing it's possible. It's not possible. Unless it is. It's scary though. But it might be a lot more gentle than I have imagined it to be. I'm open to the possibility of gentle, gradual change and transformation. On the arms. What if change is possible for me? Not all in one go, not overnight. But I can learn how to apply this tapping. And since it's effective for addressing painful memories, and our brain uses painful memories to predict future scenarios, by deactivating painful memories, it might start predicting more positive social scenarios. And with tapping, I can shift limiting beliefs. Like I'm not good enough, or people don't like me, or can't trust anyone. And when it shifts those, I begin to see the world more accurately, rather than only based on my past experiences. All of this without losing my common sense. I've practiced and rehearsed worst case social scenarios. And when I think of them, I feel anxious. And as I tap on them, my brain begins to calm the anxiety. Tapping is a skill that I can learn. As with any skill, the more you do it, the better you get at it. It might just be possible for me to get good at the skill of tapping. And while it's hard to believe that I can be free of social anxiety, I might be able to change a tiny little bit. I'm open to that possibility. Maybe that could be true. And as I change a little bit, and I notice how good that feels, I begin to gain some evidence that change is possible. I'm open to the possibility that change is possible for me. And from that place of being open, I can begin to gather evidence that change is possible for me. I feel a little bit better after tapping. That's evidence. I feel more tired after tapping. Something is changing. I'm not seeing that as pessimistic anymore. Little changes are happening. And all these little changes can begin to add up. Slowly but surely over time. And I can begin to change. Others have changed just like me. People who believed they were the toughest cases. The video testimonials are out there. In case you missed them, go to my YouTube channel. You see 20 of them. Okay? Right. I release all my resistances and aversions to committing myself to change. And I take comfort in knowing I don't have to become somebody else. I don't have to be a social skills master. If I'm introverted, I don't have to become extroverted. I don't have to forcefully face my fears. I can change and transform in a gentle way. Working on these fears and making them smaller and smaller, mostly from the comfort of my own home. Just doing this tapping. And as I feel more comfortable, I can gently expand my comfort zone. It naturally happens. I can begin to feel more comfortable with change now. Not all change is equal. And I'm open to this kind of change. And it might be surprisingly beneficial. It might be possible for me that I can change. Just like many others. Very good. Deep breath. And relax. Okay, and so check in and see how that feels. What came up for you? Did you have any particular things that were helpful for you? Let us know in the comment section below. I'm in there, I'm replying to everything, and I hope to hear from you there. See you there.